What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So the purpose of this video is to tell you guys what I used to do that lost me money and put you onto what I currently do that actually makes me a lot of money. So to touch on the first one, less trades is more money. This is because of quality control. The less trades you take, automatically the higher quality those trades are going to be, because you already know you're not taking a lot of trades. So the trades you do take, you want to make sure are really good trades. You don't want to be that guy that takes 20 25 trades a day and half of them you wish you didn't take because they were just impulsive moves that you just decided to buy or sell or whatever the case may be. That used to be me. I used to take 10, 20, 25 trades a day, and then looking back on the day, I just lost an extra $2,000-$3,000 because I shouldn't have taken those trades. So what I started to do, I don't take more than 3 trades a day. On any one day, I do not take more than 2-3 setups a day. That's it, and I'm cool with that. And I actually make a lot more money because of that, because the quality of those trades are much better. Next, less size is more profit. This is because you have mental and emotional control. Back when I used to, I had a bunch of money because I got in a lot of really good trades. I would consider them lucky now because I didn't know what I was doing. I used to size really heavy because I thought if I size more, I make more money. But that's not the case, even though mathematically it may be true. But when I'm in those trades, I have no idea how to execute because I'm too stressed out. I am too nervous of losing the money I put into the trade. For example, if I have a $10,000 account and I usually size, let's say, $1,000 per trade or maybe $800 per trade, and I decide to size really heavy, let's say I size $6,000-$7,000, which is almost 100% of my account, I'm going to be really nervous because if this goes wrong, I'm going to lose a lot of money. I'm going to lose a huge portion of my account. So when you're in a trade like that, it's almost impossible to not be biased based on what you see on your P&L rather than what you see on the charts. And if you trade your P&L instead of the charts, you'll lose every time because you'll end up selling too early, or you'll buy when you're not supposed to, or sell when you're not supposed to. Whatever the case may be, you'll just do it wrong because you're being influenced by your P&L, which is directly tied to your emotion, because nobody wants to lose money. But if you look at your P&L and you're not trading the charts, most likely you'll lose money anyways. Next, following less trading gurus on social media. This is a huge one. This is so big because when you do that, you have more mental availability to focus on your own journey and your own craft. When I first started trading, I followed anybody and everybody. If you talked about trading, I followed you. And it got to the point where I started comparing myself to people based on where I thought I should be because of their success. And it was just bad because I started focusing on their journey instead of focusing on my journey, and it hindered my trading as a whole, right? It hindered my progress on my journey as a whole. So what I do right now, I actually follow less people, way less people. Like there's so many traders that I had to unfollow because they didn't give me any value. They didn't help me along my journey. Even in the current situation that I'm in now, I am super blessed to be able to teach a lot of people, and I live trade every day on my Discord. And there are a lot of people who actually trust me to teach them and call trades, and it's cool, and it's really cool. But even now and back then, if it didn't serve me, I had to unfollow, right? So if they don't give value, if it's all about, me, like whatever the case may be, if they're not really trying to give value to other people, especially in the trading space, it doesn't benefit me any way. It just becomes a huge ego party, and it doesn't really benefit anybody. So I prefer to separate myself from that. And as a result, it helps me immensely on my trading journey. Next, you want to have fewer setups. At least I have fewer setups that I look for. I'd rather not be a jack of all trades and a master of none, but I'd rather be a jack of none and a master of a few. And the reason why I say this is because because you don't want to spread yourself too thin. Pretty much, you don't want to spread yourself too thin, because when you do that, you start being like, you know what, I think this is this, but I'm not sure, but I saw it and I kind of studied it, but I was also studying 25 or 30 other different setups, and I don't know if I should take this one. You know what, I'll take it, but I won't take it with confidence. And then now you're stressed out and nervous because you aren't confident in your play. And I feel like I am most confident when I trade those same 2 to 4 setups. I really don't have that many setups, and honestly, it's way better than having a ton of setups, honestly, because I don't feel the pressure of, am I not trusting myself? Am I not where I think I was when it came to charting or whatever the case may be. I know when I see my setups, I know exactly what setup it is. I know how to execute. I know where my entry, my exit, how I'm going to size in, size out, whatever it is. I know what I'm doing because I only have a few, and I'm a master of those few. Right? All the other ones, I don't even want to know about it. Like if people send me charts like, yo, this is what I see, this is what, no, don't even show me, because I'm not going to look. I'll be like, nice charts. I hope you execute well. I hope you make money, whatever. But if it's not what I look for, I don't want any parts of it. And that itself has helped me. I can't even explain to you how much it's helped me, because, back when I used to, throw away money, pretty much, we'll call it tuition to the market, I was just halfway looking at setups, thinking I recognize it, and I just lose money. I'm just giving money away, right? So definitely be a master of a few and a jack of none. Number 2, I stopped trading for the screenshot, right? Everybody on social media makes money. Even if they don't, they do, right? Be known for actually being great at what you do, because anyone can flex profits. And when I say that, I'm really talking to my old self, my previous self, right? I got caught in people will only think I'm good if I flex a bunch of profits all the time. But then I found out that a lot of people were just lying about their profits. So I was hindering my trading. I'm holding plays longer than I should hold them, because I feel like this will be a better screenshot and it will get more clout and more likes, and people will think I'm a good trader, yada, yada, yada. I'm trying to build my name up. And I started focusing on the idea and the look of being great at trading rather than actually being great at trading, right? And when I came to realization that I don't need to be, who am I trying to impress, right? Because most of the stuff I see is only going to be half the story. It's going to be half the story, because not everybody wins. Not everybody has really solid, days all the time, right? And don't get me wrong, I know a few people who are really good, who win every single day, but they work to that. They spent years and years working at their craft to get those days. But most people on social media aren't worth trying to compete with, because who knows if they're telling the truth, right? There's only, like I said, I only follow a few traders, right, on social media. I'm not going to sit here and follow everybody who just posts a screenshot, right? You can tell who's legit, you can tell who's not. And instead of trying to fit in the picture, right, and just post profits and be like everybody else, I had to be like, Isaac, you just need to sit down and grind. And that's what I did. I grinded and I did what I needed to do. I got much better. And now when I post something, I am actually know in the back of my head that I'm a solid trader, right? Before, I used to post something and know I'm still going on my journey, right? So what this point, to sum up this entire point, is that don't trade to impress people, because if you trade for the likes, you'll end up hindering yourself, because you'll be changing your strategy and trading again for the P&L itself, instead of trading the charts that were in front of you. And honestly, it'll just give you inconsistent results, right? And you don't want inconsistent results. The goal is to make money and have immense freedom, and you'll kind of be a slave to other people and their expectations if you do trade for the likes. So for me, social media is overrated. Don't feel like you have to impress a bunch of people. Stay your course, stay your journey, and then when you get to wherever you're trying to get, because you put in the work for it, then you can feel good about sharing to everybody else what you know. And maybe, and if you want to go, even if you want to go that route, right? If you don't want to go that route, cool. Who cares what other people say, right? But if you do want to go that route where you end up, you want to be on social media a little more, for me personally, I would definitely say don't do it to impress people. Do it because you actually can give value. Number 3, get people out of your ear. Trading with even just one loud opinion can alter your trading execution and approach completely. I often find that the loudest people hate to be wrong, and they hate to see you right. Therefore, they will do their best to convince you to see what they see and think what they think. So at the very least, you both end up getting the same result, right? And it's very sad, but I know people like this. Keep people like this very far away from your life in general. You don't want them a part of your life, especially now with trading, because they will just mess up your mind and, like I said, hinder your progress. Most of these things, all these things on these points, have the potential to greatly hinder your progress. So these people like this, get rid of them. I promise you, your trading will get better automatically. You won't even have to wait a day. Your trading will get better because you have a clear mind, and you won't have anybody with that negative energy around you, right? You don't need that. Number 4, always be a student of the game. A couple of wins does not mean you figured it out. Are you winning just because we're in a bull market? Are you winning just because the feds are pumping the market like 2020? Can you look in the mirror at the end of the day and actually say the wins that you got were based off of skill and not hope, right? You need to win, journal, repeat, or really win, lose, journal, repeat, because those losses are, to me, are more important than the wins, because you figure out what you don't need to be doing in general, right? Use the weekends to study. Use your free time to strengthen your psychology. Trading is mostly psychological. If you're not right up here, it doesn't matter what you actually study on the charts, you won't progress, because if your psychology is messed up, you'll just perceive market information in that messed up way as well. And honestly, you may disagree with this, but for me, I would only say it's clicking, right? Like I'm actually turning the corner here after 6 to 12 months of winning consistently, and maybe even trading in a few different market climates. Like, for example, how many people thought it was clicking in 2020, right? Or how many people thought it was clicking in 2021, and then 2022 it's not clicking anymore, right? Because the market completely changed. And those who actually stuck to it, you know, they got to experience trading in a different climate, and hopefully it just made them better traders as a result. But for me, always be a student of the game, right? I used to study hard, right? Study very hard for a very long time. And when I thought it was clicking, and I used to start winning a lot and winning consistently and getting those really big wins, I kind of fell back on the studying, and then I would lose again and be like, dang, I really don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I should start studying. And then I would go through that cycle of studying, winning, not studying, then losing, then studying again. But then I was like, you know what? How about if I skip the losing part and I just win, I study, I win. Maybe I take a few small losses, but I don't wait till I lose 100 times in a row before I start studying again. I just always keep the studying consistent. And because I started doing that, I was able to always stay sharp, right? You always want to stay sharp. Trading is a rhythm, right? If you just, you know, if the day ends on Friday, you don't look at the chart Saturday, Sunday. I feel like, I personally feel like I can't really get back in a rhythm and just get up and start trading on Monday. I feel like I always need to do something just to keep my mind sharp. Number 5, I want you guys to adopt a longevity mindset. I used to trade for the profits I could potentially make today instead of trading for what my profits could look like or compound to in a year, right? I had to come to realize that having I need to make a ton of money today mindset brought out a spirit of gambling. And trust me, you go down that path, you'll find yourself playing earnings all the time, YOLOing, just throwing money at plays, hoping for the best, right? Hope is not a strategy. I'm going to say it again. Hope is not a strategy. If you hope something works out, it's not necessarily going to work out in your favor most times, because it's just a gamble at the end of the day. I'm not saying like, okay, if you have a strategy, you have a good entry, you have a good exit, or, you know, your plan in general is solid and you hope it works out. That's different than just, okay, I'm going to put money here, I'm going to hope it works out, or I'm going to put money in earnings and hope it works out. That's you might as well just go gamble, because that's really what it is. Go to the roulette table, bet on black or whatever, spin the ball, and just hope it works, because that's literally what it does. Also, I started to be more careful about what I consider to be a ton of money, because I don't want to put limitations on what I can make, right? I never want to do that, because if I consider a certain number to be a lot of money, then I think I am unintentionally placing a financial cap on myself, because I'm already saying that I cannot see myself going beyond a certain number. Something that actually influenced that decision was one of my favorite verses in Ephesians 3:20, which says, "Now all glory to God, who is able, through his mighty power at work within us, to accomplish infinitely more than we might ask or think." So if I'm clearly able to receive abundantly more than what I may deem a lot right now, if I continue to let God work through me, then I'm not going to put limitations on myself. I'm just going to continue to work. I'm going to continue to do things the right way. Let God work through me, take all these points and apply it to my trading every single day. And then eventually, maybe what I deem is a lot right now will be very little in the future. And then maybe even when I get to that point, maybe it'll get better and better. But I won't know if I just put that cap on myself. So that's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Remember, my Discord link is down below. So if you want to join up for free, definitely do that. We have live trading every single day, and we would love to see you there. I'll see you guys in the next video.